I've been looking through this competency evaluation that I posted on Bluesky, Classroads. I posted the full one if you scroll down pretty far. But I always have been posting the summary, which is talking about how I've been kicked out of 2 different psychiatric facilities, and that one time they did have good results when I was locked up. Like when I was locked up in jail in Denver in Arapahoe County, I think in the RISE program, or I thought it was Aurora. They said that they got really good results because no one will talk to you. If you talk to the psychologist, it's like, I'm not talking to you. I won't actually ask you a question. I'm not actually gonna have a conversation with you. So why did I get kicked out of the psychology treatment program in Pueblo? Because that's where they sent me back to them. I'm about to go back to them for treatment again. It's because I had a cell phone with me is what they said at first. And then I claimed that they literally told me I was allowed to have a cell phone as long as it was turned off, because my cell phone was turned off, but it was in my pocket. And I pulled it out to show her a picture of the Christmas girls, because I kept trying to tell her that these girls were doing the pictures. I told her I have timestamps for every single month since at least June 2024. I don't know if I have May 2024, but I have more pictures from June than this. And then I have July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. I have every single month with Christmas pictures, and most of them are stuffed animal Christmas ppictures. And so I told her that, and then she kicked me out of treatment. And then that because I violated my non-disclosure agreement. But then a week later, what they said is that I was being verbally hostile. And so so he has been discharged from at least 2 outpatient providers due to verbal hostility and non-compliance with psychotropic medication recommendations. I don't know who the second provider was. I'm sure she does know who that is. It's probably from the state of Colorado. So I'm supposed to be allowed to put her on the stand, but when I was in court, the judge was he refused the right to, he blocked me from having the right to have a second competency evaluation, which is the legal process. And he blocked me from doing a hearing because the way he acted with me was you're not allowed to talk. And I was I was trying to say anything in court at all. He was like, let the professionals talk. And then he was like, you already had your chance to talk. And I don't think I actually talked about the competency evaluation whatsoever. Because what he's saying is your lawyer can talk about it. You're not allowed to talk because you're too retarded to talk in court. But what I'm telling you is the way that people act in Colorado, with me is I can't look at the evidence. I can't. Christmas girls, no. I don't like to assume that people are super evil criminals. But when I try to talk to a court psychologist and I tell her that I have timestamp pictures of every single month since June of 2024 of Christmas girls that are posting these pictures to protest censorship of the internet, and she won't go to my webpage is what it looks like if she won't look at the evidence that I provided, and but you can see it that is this admissible in court? Timestamps on an iPhone. Do any lawyers know? Do you guys do timestamps on iPhones every time you do anything? Because this is a timestamp on a screenshot, and there's metadata that shows it's a screenshot. So I screenshotted in April 2024. I screenshotted this in May. So I made sure I got one from the next month, and then I got June. And these ones are old, so I just copied and pasted over. So we've got April, May, June, and then we have July, we have August, we have September, we have October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Wait, I went too far. We have up to October because I just posted Christmas, which is the evolved picture, which I constantly explained to my probation officer and to the psychologist that these girls were doing this picture and they had a stuffed animal. And because at first it was Christmas, and then Christmas wasn't showing up on my page, and they thought it was being censored with AI, because you can detect Christmas. It's easier to detect than a stuffed animal and different stuffed animals. And so they started doing stuffed animals, and sometimes there's a Christmas tree next to the stuffed animal. So I'm still posting these pictures. And if you noticed, Katie Nicole came out with a Christmas album before Halloween, and everyone's and who Taylor Momsen came out with Christmas music before Halloween. Everyone's coming out with Christmas before Halloween. And it's because there's a censorship situation. Everyone's afraid of the censors, and they're trying to help me in court. But the court psychologists are going, we don't know anything, we don't know anything, we don't know anything. We kicked you out of treatment because you were verbally hostile. Actually, what you told me is you kicked me out of treatment because I had brought my cell phone and my cell phone was turned off. And because I turned my cell phone on and I showed them pictures. I was trying to show them timestamp pictures. And they said that I violated my non-disclosure agreement with the psychologist in Pueblo, Colorado, because I pulled out my cell phone. And I'm not allowed to have a cell phone. But then I said, I'm allowed to have a cell phone. You told me I'm allowed to have a cell phone as long as it's turned off. And they realized that they couldn't kick me out of treatment for that. So what they said is I was getting kicked out of treatment for being verbally hostile. And that's what my judge is reading about, is how I'm retarded getting kicked out of treatment. I'm verbally hostile, and that I was actually improving when I was in jail. I'm not in jail right now. So my mental state has deteriorated. I'm disturbed because I'm not